Welcome to Petty Details, where the crew gallivants down a tree-lined lane of conversation on all kinds of different subjects. Join the crew as they jump in the Wayback Machine in the quest for nuggets of knowledge. Our journey will allegedly drop some petty details on you that you didn't know you needed to know until now. Hello, crew!
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to my two trusty co-hosts, Monica and Cam.
Hello.
Hi.
All right, so today we have some merch. If you want
Woohoo!
some, let us know. You can message any of us. You can email us. We have it for you.
Heck
And
yeah.
it's all good quality stuff. So soft shirts and nice hats, and we've even got pens. So if you see a pen laying
Woohoo!
around, give us a shout out. And as always, please subscribe so you never miss anything.
Stay up to date on all the petty details.
That's right.
Yep.
So today I want to talk
What are we
about
talking about today?
I want to talk about some badass broads.
Oh, let's do it.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
Seriously, the women we're going to talk about today are absolutely amazing.
Mhm.
And they aren't household names, but today we're going to try and make them that.
Let's do it.
So Cam and Monica,
Speaking of badass women,
I see that you are wearing some badass women shirts.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Indeed.
Golden Girls.
anytime, all the time.
If you haven't watched that show, check it out because they were badasses in real life.
They were.
They were in World War
Absolutely.
II. They drove trucks. They, were medics. They did all kinds of stuff just
Heck
in
yeah.
their normal lives. Learned German, raised two kids
Yeah.
while working and being in the theater. So seriously, like these are some badass
Some
women.
baddies.
Yeah.
Yeah, just in
Yep.
their own right. But the show is great also. So today we are going to go in the Wayback Machine to World War II.
All right.
Okay, so World War II was
Mhm.
filled with bloody battles,
Yep.
and one of the
Okay.
most well-known, for a good reason, is the invasion of Normandy.
Okay. Yep.
Okay, so let's
yeah.
talk about this a little because it's not just a day, D-Day, it's a whole operation.
Mhm.
Right.
So in 1944, France is occupied by the Nazi army, and the Allied troops, which is us and some other guys. So it's the United States, Canada,
Couple other
UK, some
people.
other countries, yeah,
Yeah.
have decided couple
A
to
select few.
a
Yeah.
select few, yes. So they've decided to storm the beaches of Normandy, France, to take back control.
Yeah.
Are you feeling this?
I am.
So this is
Yeah.
a massive operation.
Cute. Oh, absolutely.
Massive. So in 1944, this was the largest operation in history to include naval, air, and land support.
Oh, wow. All branches.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, no, this
They
was a
said I'm
big
coming
deal.
at you from all sides.
Yeah.
Yep.
So on the first day, June 6th, about 156,000 troops had landed on this beach, coming from
Wow.
about 5,000 ships.
Wow.
There are 11,000 planes that were providing air cover and support. And within just a few days, 326,000 troops, 50,000 vehicles,
Dang.
and over 100,000 tons of equipment had set foot on this beach.
Damn.
Wow.
So now you can see why this is such a big deal.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
by August, this operation had helped to liberate France.
Okay.
Viva la
Okay.
France.
So this is some background of what's going on.
Right.
But obviously, not all of the 326,000 troops would make it. So where are they putting the wounded? Well, some of them are getting put on hospital ships.
Okay.
So one of these ships
Okay.
which was called the SS Amsterdam. She started out as a passenger ferry, but had been used for a war evacuation ship throughout the 1940s. Then she was turned into a hospital ship for the Normandy landings.
Okay.
She had left Normandy with her first wounded group in July of 1944.
Okay.
Okay. So on this hospital ship, obviously, you need some doctors and nurses.
Some support staff.
Exactly. We are going to talk about two specific medics. Matron Anita Field and Molly Evershed.
Okay.
Okay, so have you ever heard of either of these people?
Nope.
Okay.
No.
Well,
Anita Field sounds like a drag queen name for some reason.
She's not a drag queen.
Okay.
She's a nun.
Different episode. Different episode.
Yeah, different episode.
She's a nun, is that what you said?
Making her being a nun makes it a lot better though. Anita Field. Oh boy.
That isn't a bad drag queen name, though. Okay, so Anita had been born in Surrey, England in 1912 and was 32 at the time of the Normandy invasion. She had worked as a nurse in India before she got onto the Amsterdam. And then we have Molly, who had been born in Sussex, England in 1915. And she had trained as a nurse at the Norfolk and Norwich Hospital.
Okay.
So both ladies were volunteers for the Queen Alexandra's Imperial Nursing Service. And they were both described as wonderful women who were dedicated. They had great courage. And I'm going to tell you why.
Okay.
So on the morning of August 7th, 1944, the Amsterdam was headed away from Normandy with a ship full of wounded. There were about 419 people on board. And this was her third trip from Normandy.
Wow.
And about an hour from the beach, she hits two mines. Yeah. Anita and Molly had been making their usual rounds when the explosion ripped open the ship.
Oh, no.
They were able to lower some lifeboats, and some even jumped into the sea, but not Anita and Molly. They instead went below deck, over and over, to bring up the wounded and put them into the lifeboats.
What?
That's amazing.
It's even more amazing because they had to climb 3 flights of stairs to bring these guys to the deck.
And we're talking like full-grown male soldiers that are wounded and cannot help under their own power. Like, damn.
That's amazing. That's awesome. That's badass.
Like, I have chills.
Right? That is badass. Awesome. Yeah.
So people are being hauled through portholes. Like it's chaos.
Right.
It's absolute chaos.
Right.
But these 2 women assisted in saving 75 people.
Wow.
It gets even more amazing. So they had a chance to get into the lifeboats and save themselves, but they didn't. They just kept going down to get more patients. Now, are you ready for this? The Amsterdam.
Oh gosh, I already got chills.
I know. I'm like, I'm on the, yeah.
The Amsterdam sank in just 8 minutes.
What?
Wow. So they did all of that in less than 8 minutes.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
75 people. Oh my gosh.
And Anita and Molly went down as 2 of the 106 people that perished, which is actually crazy considering that most of these people on the ship were wounded, right?
Right.
But that many people actually survived.
Right.
But for their bravery, they were the only 2 women to be honored on the British Normandy Memorial, which has over 22,000 names.
And they're the only 2 women?
They're the only 2
That's
women.
it?
Whoa.
What?
They also were awarded the King's Commendation for brave conduct in December of 1944.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I mean, they definitely deserve it.
Right?
Yeah.
So,
that's awesome.
Anita and Molly.
That's
crazy. They should be known. That's the stuff they should teach in history.
Well, I was gonna say
In
they
school.
should be
Right,
household
right.
names. Like you should be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know who they are. You know.
Yeah, because I mean, like, I've
Right,
heard
right.
of D-Day, but I didn't know anything about it, really. I mean, I
Exactly.
knew that a
Mhm.
bunch of guys landed on some beach and stormed France, but I didn't realize, like, how many
Right.
Right.
people there were, how many
How
trucks,
how
much
many was involved?
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Mhm.
the heroics that were, not even on the beach, they were
After the fact.
after the fact. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Right. Right.
So
Wow.
we are going to fast forward in the Wayback Machine to the space race. That's my space
NASA.
sounds.
Space race.
All right, so Monica, I know who you know. This I know who I know.
I know who you
How to
know.
talk.
Watch out,
Words.
Monica. Watch out. I know what you did last summer.
I know. I
I know what
know.
you did last summer, but
I would hope so. You were
I don't know what
probably
I'm trying to
involved.
say.
You were
So
probably involved last summer, so yeah.
I know that you know who this is because you
Okay.
recommended this one, so I don't want you to
Oh.
say anything.
Okay. Lips are sealed.
But Cam, do you
Uh-oh.
know the name Judith Love Cohen?
No. Doesn't
Okay,
ring a bell.
well you should, and you're going to learn.
Unfortunately.
You
Yeah.
you know somebody closely associated with her.
Yes. So
Okay.
Stay
Okay.
Judith
tuned.
Love Cohen was born in New York in August of 1933. She was super good in math, even by the 5th grade,
Oh.
having a side hustle where she had her classmates pay her to do their homework.
As a fellow math nerd, respect already.
I
Respect
totally would have
already.
paid
Not
her.
surprise me though.
Totally would have paid her. And she decided to become a math teacher. But
Beautiful.
she discovered electrical engineering in college and went that route instead. Okay, no,
Which is
please
impressive.
remember
Electrical
the time
engineering is
period.
fun.
Well, I was gonna say
I
which
took
is
one electrical engineering in college, one
Yeah.
class. It was so fun. I'm not even gonna lie.
so it's super awesome, but considering the time, that in and of itself is impressive as heck.
Oh,
Mhm.
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Monica, I don't know if
Yes.
you knew this, but she was also a ballet dancer at the Metropolitan Opera Ballet Company in
I
New York.
did not know that.
Mhm.
Huh. A woman
Okay,
of many talents.
All right. So she started out her career as a junior engineer at North American Aviation and was one of very few women in the field at the time. Like
Yeah.
very, very few. So she ends up getting a job in 1957 working at the Space Technology Laboratories, which is super cool.
Yeah.
That's
And
awesome.
she gets to work on 2 very important projects for the space program.
Oh,
One of which is the guidance computer for the Minuteman missile and the abort guidance system for the Apollo lunar module.
wow.
Yeah.
Like this
Oh boy.
This is amazing
Well, okay.
just to be able to do this, but to be a woman doing this at this time is
Right.
insane.
Right.
Yeah.
Have y'all seen the movie Hidden Figures?
Oh, yes.
I have not, but I've
Oh,
heard.
Meg, you gotta watch it.
Meg. It's such
So
a good
good.
movie.
Is
so
she
good.
in it?
No, but
Damn it. Okay.
I don't think so.
yeah, but no, like seriously, that movie is so good.
Okay. So
It's a
I'm gonna
beautiful
have to
movie.
watch it.
Yes.
Okay, so we are going to fast forward to April of 1970.
Okay.
Okay.
Apollo 13. If you haven't
Yep.
seen the movie, this was the 3rd mission that was going to put people on the moon.
Yep.
Mhm.
Okay. And it was having some weird issues, spoiler alert, that become a literal explosive issue when about 180,000 miles from the Earth, an oxygen tank exploded.
Yep.
Obviously, this is very bad news.
That's crazy.
Very
Yeah.
bad.
And I won't get into deep sciencey stuff here, but basically it's cold AF in space. They're running out of oxygen.
The
The cabin,
vacuum of space,
Yeah.
makes
Yeah.
it very, very cold.
the cabin is cramped.
Yeah.
Like it's probably smaller than a Geo Metro. And now it's getting wet, so that's fun.
Right.
Okay. So this is what they're dealing with.
Yeah.
Also, petty detail. This is one of those Mandela effect things. But the crew didn't say, Houston, we have a problem.
No, that was just from the movie.
I'm sorry, I'm going to blow your mind here, Cam.
That was just from the movie,
That's wild.
Okay, Houston, we've had a problem here. So close.
Well, egg on my face. That's crazy.
So now they have to figure out how to get back. All while also trying to figure out how to fix some of the issues on board because they
figure out how not to blow up.
Right. And how to breathe.
Yeah, literally. Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So they're going through all this. And this is where our lady of the hour, Judith Love Cohen's abort guidance system saves the day. And I will not say that it was only her work that saved these three guys because a lot of work went into figuring out how to keep them warm and keep them breathing.
Oh, for sure. It was definitely more than just her working on that.
Yeah, absolutely. But they figure out that they have to loop around the moon to get back. And basically, the abort guidance system, AGS, was a backup computer system that would use sensors that could determine motion and would be able to descend, ascend, or rendezvous with the lunar module. Rendezvous. I can't say that word right now.
Rendezvous.
Thank you.
Rendezvous.
There you go. You got it.
Yeah. Come down to Louisiana. We'll teach you some French,
There you go. I'm surprised. I'm surprised you don't know more French, Meg.
Yeah. I know Spanish too.
Come back to us, Meg. Come back. Yeah.
I will come back to you in the winter. Okay,
yeah.
So
I don't blame you. It's pretty hot.
Ugh, yeah, forget that noise. So the abordance guidance system was also used in Apollo 11 during the ascent phase.
Okay.
And I am not going to try and explain exactly what it does. It does, like I said, sciencey engineering stuff, and it's really freaking cool.
And super important.
Yeah. But on Apollo 13, they found that the primary guidance system needed too much water to cool it. And they couldn't waste any water.
Gotcha.
So instead, the crew switched to the AGS as the primary guidance system, and it was able to make it so the crew could actually navigate and do course corrections to get them back to Earth.
Wow.
Nice.
That's freaking cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
She was there at the facility when the astronauts came to give their personal thank yous to the team that got them home. So
I can imagine.
As she should be.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you for not leaving me in space. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
So Judith worked on many different important projects in a field where she was one of less than 1% of engineers at the time that were women. She did all this.
And I'm glad that, like, you know how we know stuff now about, like, oh, you think this is an invention from a man, it's actually a woman who, like, did all that. I'm glad that, like we know that this is a woman who did it. And no, I mean, I don't know if anyone tried to, like, take the spotlight from her or whatever, but
I don't think they did. At least
okay, good, because it's like that's something that, like, obviously is getting better now that we have knowledge of it directly, instead of like, oh, we read about this, blah blah blah, this person did this. Well, no, actually it was this person.
Yeah.
And they just kind of covered it up. So,
no, I think that she was actually like super respected in her field.
Love
the problem
that. That's
comes
amazing.
because nobody knows who she is outside of that, and they should.
Right.
Right. So she did all this while raising 4 successful children. And I could go on and on about her achievements, but she retired after running the systems engineering for the Hubble telescope.
Wow.
Crazy. That's awesome.
Yeah. She wrote a book that was basically a STEM book called You Can Be a Woman Engineer, that was for girls about 8 to 10 years old.
Okay.
That led to a whole STEM book series.
Oh,
So,
nice.
go find them.
Wow.
Very cool.
Which she had to publish
That's
by
awesome.
herself.
Of course.
Yeah.
But she did it.
Crazy.
But she did it.
There you go.
She did it. Yeah, this was before you can publish like whatever the hell you want on Amazon.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So
crazy.
And a petty detail, Cam.
Wow.
Are you ready?
Maybe.
The story goes that Judith was busy working on an engineering problem the day she went into labor. Don't know what engineering problem. It was not the Apollo one. So what does she do? She
takes the problem with her.
That's right. She goes to the hospital with her computer printouts.
Yep.
And continues working on the problem.
That's sick.
Labor.
That's amazing.
She is able to solve said problem.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. And she gives birth to the baby and then calls her boss to tell them that she solved the problem. And oh yeah, the baby was born too. That baby, are you ready for this, Cam?
Uh-oh. Oh, wait, is this going to be like okay.
Jack
Go
Black.
ahead. No way!
Yes.
Yep.
Oh,
it is Jack Black's mom.
Jack Black's mom.
Wait, that's okay. Y'all were talking about like, oh, we should do one on Jack Black's mom, and y'all never said anything. Okay.
Of course not. We wanted you to be surprised.
That's sick.
If you're not surprised, it's not fun.
Right.
Wow. Jack Black, that's crazy. Oh my gosh.
Yep. So there you go. That is the story of some badass women of history. This is one of many episodes that we'll be doing because there are so many of them.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
These are names that...
two badass women right here. Two badass women. Just saying.
Oh, Cam.
Thanks, Cam.
You're adorable.
Give them love in the comments.
It's funny because nobody asks for the face of Meg and Monica. They all want the faces of Cam.
They do. They want a Faces of Cam shirt.
Maybe they should start asking, you know?
All right. So that is some badass women of history that everybody should know the names of.
Heck yeah.
Yep.
I'm inspired.
Yes.
To do what I don't know, but I'm inspired now.
Be inspired, yes. But be inspired.
Give birth while doing math. Yeah.
Yeah, and maybe not that inspired, but yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't solving any big problems while I was in labor. I'll tell you that.
Third idea might be weird, but just do it. Just like give birth, do math. Don't know if that's as fun as the other ones we've come up with, but just a thought, not a fact. That's okay.
Just a thought, not a fact. If anybody wants that shirt, give birth, do math, let us know.
Right.
All right, everybody. Stay smart and petty, my friends. Bye.
Stay badass.
Stay badass.
Bye.